Broken Simulation. Broken Simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Yeah, welcome. Oh, that was loud.
That was loud.
Dude.
Wow, what was that?
I'm sorry.
Welcome.
Can you fix that? I know. Oh my god. Welcome to Broken Simulation. It is the Sports Center
For
the apocalypse.
sure you could say of. It's fine too.
Yes. How are you guys? Johnny, one more time. Give it up for Johnny and the great edits he's been doing and really starting to get a podcast god following. You know, you're starting to become like a podcast celebrity.
I don't agree with that, but it is fun doing the show, and I'm glad you're here with me today.
I mean, dude,
let's be grateful for what we have right now. The world's falling apart, so let's just be happy.
Is it?
Let's be happy we have this.
Is it?
I don't know, dude. You what are we allowed to say that you told me that something might happen? Is that?
Yeah, word on the street is something might go down in L.A., but you know what? I don't waste my time on that.
I mean, we're hearing that the San Andreas fault might go now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but I live in the valley, and there's nothing worth blowing up in the valley. Right? What
That's not how earthquakes work. If something's worth destroying, it's just.
Well, I mean, like, dude, I mean, like, outside of this building, which has been here forever, okay, I am not going in high rises. I am not going under underpasses. I will do no underpasses. Okay, none. I will not go under underpass.
I do overpasses under protest.
Yeah, I'll go over a pass, but not under a pass. I'll tell you that right now. So that's how I'm living my life. I'm doing no overpasses and no underpasses. Okay? That's how it's going to happen. Because all you got to do is get stuck once. Bam! And you just splat.
Are you worried about earthquakes, really? Is that a thing you think?
Oh, dude. We had one recently. It's so crazy.
In the middle of the night, too. Yeah.
In the middle of the night, I was shaking in my bed.
Sam, that's too close to the original. I don't want us to get flagged on YouTube.
Well, even if I sing it very well,
you're
flagged.
singing it so accurate that.
Did it sound like how I would actually be cool?
If I close my eyes, I thought it was that song. Yeah.
I would be cool if they flagged us, just because it meant that I sounded so much like the original.
Well, we got flagged on Punch Drunk a couple weeks ago for a song that wasn't the song that got flagged.
Oh, that's
it was Warner
so
Brothers,
funny.
and they took our whole video down. We couldn't even put it out. It wasn't the thing where they were like revenue sharing. It was just nope. No video, and and it's still down. You have to wait 30 days for them to respond.
Yeah.
It wasn't a song though.
It's all AI, and AI is like, if AI was a human being, it would be like a fucking non-binary, like power lesbian that just is like wears a Black Lives Matter shirt with a pink mohawk and just is mad at their dad. That's YouTube AI right there, right? Just like, no, I don't care. I am the winner. You're flagged. You're flagged. You're flagged. Your video's flagged. That's how he's.
And I guess that's a side effect of this coronavirus thing. Is YouTube saying that they have less like actual staff, so they're relying on the computers more.
Yeah, and the computers don't get sarcasm.
They suck. Yeah.
That's how they're always like, oh, pretty soon computers will do everything stand-up. Good luck on that. Show me when a stand-up has a dad that abandons them, gets a drug problem, has his best friend fuck his girlfriend. When's all that stuff going to happen?
What's been going on, man? How you been?
I'm fasting.
Fasting?
Yeah, I'm trying to fast.
Intermittent fasting?
Yeah.
Yeah. What, like 16-8? What are you doing?
It's nuts, dude.
How many hours off?
Well, first of all, I'm fasting because I just can't work out. These babies are running me right now. I love them so much. They just are. I'm like, just imagine Entourage, right? And my babies are the star, and I'm like Turtle, and they're just running me constantly. They're just running me constantly. Yeah. And I love them. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I don't have time to work out. And I stopped doing drugs, so I can't like lose that weight doing fun stuff.
Everything about cigarettes?
I just never got into cigarettes. My parents never smoked. I just never got into it.
Yeah, same.
The only time I ever smoked is when I was young and I would see a hot chick smoking. I needed it in. And you'd be like, oh, I got a cigarette. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Let me eat your butt, right? That's how it always go, right?
Women like to smoke, huh? Like it's like a social thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just don't know how people still like to smoke, but, it is what it is, dude. To each their own.
Especially the people that start now After we know everything about smoking, like who's starting smoking now after everything's come out, you know?
Well, I mean, like I can understand smoking way back in the day because you know everybody's working shit jobs.
And doctors are on TV smoking. Like my choice is Camel.
Yeah, right.
The doctor's choice.
And that's my favorite thing about trust science. Science literally back in the day was putting holes in our heads because we had headaches.
Scientists need money too, and when they'll do any kind
And
of
they want
experiment,
bang ass.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a doctor with an ugly wife?
Good point.
Right?
Good point. Yeah, they're like athletes. Yeah.
Everyone wants to bang out of their league, dude, including doctors. And if you want to bang out your league, you better get that cheddar, dude.
That's the rule, man.
There's nothing wrong with that. But listen, I'm fasting.
Yeah. What do you know? What your hours you're doing though? Are you doing like 16 hours?
I'm on this app. I'm not gonna
Zero. Is it zero?
What's that?
Zero. Is that the app?
No, I'm on a different one. And
but how many hours you doing on? How many hours off?
Well, it's so funny. So I'm trying to work out. I got my knuckles fucked up because I just decided I'm not gonna wear gloves. I'm gonna pretend like I'm in a fight and I'm gonna punch the bag with no gloves on.
You got a heavy bag?
Yeah, I got a heavy bag in my room. I got the stretcher. One of my goals is to be like Von Damme in Bloodsport, where I can just do a split.
I used to be able to do one when I was a kid.
Really?
I took karate, yeah, and there's a picture of me like on the floor like this. Like
Can we see that?
Yeah, it's on Facebook, I think.
Yeah, get that. That's gonna be. Oh, speaking of our new, we have our first T-shirt. We have 3, but I like 2. I love that. You grabbed that name?
Yeah, bsmerch.com.
That's the best, dude.
There we go. So you got our logo tee here.
I like that one a lot.
He does not like Peach on the Pavement, which was on the.
I do. I like it. It's just super emoji. I like it.
It's an inside joke for people who are on the inside of this.
But does that mean we can't do another Peach in the Pavement?
No, we're gonna do another one. Yeah, we're gonna do one with that Rage Against the Machine cover, like in the episode. This one I quite like too. It's you as the Pope.
I like that.
And then we have if you gotta wear one of these things, and
and it's upsetting to me.
Yeah.
Because you ever leave your house, you're like, shit, I can't go in anywhere because I don't have a mask. Because everybody's like the TSA now and enforcing rules when we all should be like, nah, dude, don't wear anything. Yeah. Let's rage.
So if you want to fight the power while obeying the rules,
that is the best. That is the best.
Then you can wear a neck gaiter that says, this is bullshit. You can get that at bsmerch.com.
That's the best.
It's just fits around your neck, covers your mouth. You can pull it up when you got to go in
Look
somewhere.
At that. Look at that. It looks like a fleshlight, too. Right
off.
There, right?
It's 95% quality polyester.
So anyways, back to my me fasting.
Yeah, so you don't know how many hours you're doing
like
fasting?
Last night it was.
By the way, if you buy these shirts, you are keeping me clothed and fed because we still don't have a ton of advertisers on the show. Please keep me clothed and fed by buying t-shirts.
Johnny, I know y'all want to see him naked, right? But you know, let the boy eat.
bsmerch.com.
bsmerch.com. So the first time that I did some fasting. I did 7:30 to 9:30.
7:30 p.m. to 9:30 a.m.
But what was so funny is
14 hours. Okay.
Martha's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I'm signing up to fast." He's like, "You're gonna fast?" He goes, "When do you start?" I go, "Today." It's 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. She's like, "What?" I go, "Yes." The app says 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. She goes, 2 hours? I go, yeah. She goes, that's not fasting. That's called not eating for 2 hours. I go, yeah, well, that's what the app says. And if the app says it, it means something.
Wait, are you serious? You were just going to do 2 hours?
Yeah. I mean, dude, you got to start somewhere.
What? I thought you meant 14 hours, not 2 hours.
No, well, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was 2 hours to start.
Oh, okay.
Just to give you like a running start to get you used to it.
It's like starting to train for a 5K by just like jogging down the block or something.
You should start at a block, right? You shouldn't just run a 5K. You power walk around the block, you high five yourself, you call it a day. That's where you start.
That's so funny. So what? When did you figure out that it was actually 14
About
hours?
10 p.m. and it's like...
It hasn't gone off yet?
Yeah, and it's like, okay, keep going. You're almost 9 8. I'm like, oh my God, 9:30. So last night I had to do 8 p.m. to noon.
Okay, 8 p.m. to
And
noon.
I'm going to be honest with you, I had a couple
That's
of the
16
dry the dried apricots just to get me through.
Yeah, that fucks the whole thing up though. If you're
Why?
Because you're not supposed to activate your digestive system when you're fasting.
Dude, it's so much. I'm like, dude, what am I just gonna go straight to fighting Mike Tyson on Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
No, I mean I would say don't start at 16 hours and start at like 14.
Am I allowed to? The app says, the apps run we let apps run everything, right? That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, apps, this is connection. Have sex with this person. You're like, I don't know, app. Have sex with this person or else you're blackballed, right? I mean, that's kind of how it is, right?
That's America,
Apps run
dude.
everything.
That's America.
I trust apps. I don't trust people.
It's funny that you would trust apps out of all your skepticism about everything.
Apps. How many apps you got?
Oh God, I don't know.
What's the weirdest app you got? Let's be honest here.
I got pages and pages of apps.
Okay, what are some of your apps?
I mean, I got something called Brad's Deals. It's just like a bunch of it's like people find these discounted items and they put them into Brad's Deals.
Brad's Deals.
Yeah, it's just called Brad's Deals.
Dude, Brad's Deals on fire. I don't even know. I have so many apps and I don't even know what most of them are.
I've got something called the iChef ET735.
What
I
is
used to
that?
have this thermometer a meat thermometer that was digital. You could get it on your phone, and see
How
what,
hard is that to shove it up your butt?
It's not hard at all, actually. Goes right in there.
Did you see, dude, can you go to Josh Wolf's Twitter real quick? He put up the funniest post.
Okay.
It's so funny, dude. Oh, I have this cool app I just got. You put it on your flour, and it will tell you what's wrong with your flour.
Yeah, or was this like you're talking about your ass here?
Oh my God, I didn't know it cost me $30 a year. Just bought it.
Are you talking about your butt? What does your flour mean here?
I mean, like an actual
You
flour.
have hemorrhoids.
Ari Shafir, it breaks the system. It breaks the system.
You have rectal leakage.
So no, like I have this plant in my room that just like it's either green or it has like decayed flowers. Because I think the flowers were supposed to come off. It's like seasonal.
You just paid $30 for an app to look at a plant and tell you what's wrong with it.
Dude, they're plants. Without them, we have no oxygen. I want oxygen.
I don't. I gotta see how this. You gotta do a video about how this app works because that's
For sure.
what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, Josh Wolf's Twitter.
Yeah, go to his Twitter. It's a pretty funny ass app.
We should also say the Patreon for this. If you want to get this show early, you want to get a bonus show, which we do. It's patreon.com/broken simulation.
I think Josh Wolf is one of the most underrated comics in the world. This is from Josh
Wait,
Wolf.
hold on, I wanna find it here so I
no,
can get
it's
on
on
the
it's on his Instagram. So I
okay.
messed up. So Josh Wolf comedy. It goes: the human anus can stretch up to 7 inches before taking damage. A raccoon can squeeze into a hole as tight as 4 inches, meaning you can take almost 2 full raccoons up your ass. Like, dude, nobody realized truly how amazing the human anus is, right? I mean, it
That's
is.
fucking crazy. At the same time,
You
can
can
get
have
to
2
it.
raccoons in your ass.
We're not talking one after the other. We're talking at the same time.
Is that why raccoons in West Hollywood are so skittish? They're like, hey,
Dude,
man.
the raccoons. Have you seen a raccoon? They're big and they're like really well fed.
Yeah, dude.
They're the size of dogs where I'm from.
Oh,
really
where you're
big.
from.
No, the raccoons here in West Hollywood are massive because they dine out on trash and stuff.
So how, like, they're bigger than the ones at home?
Yeah. Like, dude, I was walking around the corner one night in West Hollywood, and there was a raccoon like right in front of me. He was like, he didn't give a fuck. He didn't run away. He just looked at me like, what? I'm eating.
Yeah.
And he was, honestly, I would guess he was like 25, 30 pounds.
Now,
something
did
like
you see his eyes? Did his eyes light up when the light hits it? Have you ever seen
that. Well,
raccoons?
I didn't. I'm not. It was nighttime, and I don't have any kind of light.
Okay, I didn't know
I'm not
the
an-
surface
I'm
that
not
this
an-
was happening.
I'm not
You
an-
didn't state that.
I'm not an angel, so I did not have any light.
No, you're in a big city where there's a lot of lights.
Walking. I was walking.
Yeah, there's lights. But you've never seen where a raccoon hits the eyes?
I know what you're saying there. Yeah. Well, all animals are like that.
That was the funniest thing is that when Paris Hilton's porno came out, she had raccoon eyes in the porno.
Yeah. I gotta say, I watched that a few times.
You did, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Did I ever tell you I did that joke at the Hard Rock in front of her sister, and the Hard Rock made me apologize to her,
Are you serious?
to Nikki Hilton?
Please tell me that story.
I just did. What?
Found the picture.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Can you pop
yeah,
that picture up?
I gotta transfer.
This
it
might be the best picture we've ever seen ever. This will be soon on a T-shirt, and it will
It's
be.
not. I'm telling you, you're not gonna be impressed.
I am going to be impressed. Listen to me. Tinfoil hat. It's for the people. Broken Simulations for the Karate Kids. Okay,
All right, here we go.
Johnny. Let's see this thing. Please, God, let this thing rock. Oh, I that's all I need to see. I'm hurrying. Yes, 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 yes.
Look how intense. Look at the intensity on
Look
that.
at this killer. Look at the killer. God damn. That is the best, Johnny. And look at your Illuminati symbols on your shoes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny's a fucking Johnny. Everybody thinks you're my handler. Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, I'm in the. You can see the piano in the background of our dojo, where it was the senior center in Scotland County, North Carolina.
You learn karate in a senior center.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like community center,
Oh
but
my
it's mostly
God,
the senior
you
center.
are Napoleon Dynamite. That is it, right? You are it.
But I will say, the guy that instructed me karate was an extra in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So.
Oh, is that how he got you to the dojo?
Yeah.
Is he still teaching?
No idea. No idea.
Dojos are hard, man.
I got a bunch of karate trophies. I still have them, like big ones.
Okay, what'd you win?
I did kata. You know those where you have to rehearse a bunch of moves and kind of do those.
Yeah. It's like karate dancing.
Uh-huh.
Hey, ha,
Yeah,
ha,
yeah.
sono.
It's kind of like Tai Chi. Yeah. I did.
That's dude. I love watching those on ESPN. You know when ESPN is like running out content and they got to throw
Yeah.
some weird sport
It
up.
becomes like the Ocho. Yeah.
Dude, nothing's better than Karate Kata show on ESPN, dude. It is the best.
Yeah, I did. Mostly that was my best event. I think I also did some other like technique stuff I won, but we didn't do a lot of sparring. Because when we were kids.
So you learned a lot of karate, no sparring though.
Pretty much.
That's the best. That's perfect for when you need to defend
They
yourself.
had these cool. I remember though the events were great. They were in this big gym, and you could do like punch that bag, see how hard you could punch. That was a contest. I don't know. And
Did you ever win that?
Nah.
How about high kick to the
Because there was
head?
like big kids. Yeah, I was really flexible, so I could do high kicks.
Did you ever do the tap, tap, tap with your foot, Von Damme style,
No, that
on the
was-
black kid?
I like him though.
Real quick, we want to tell you about our good friends at Skillshare. That's right. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. With thousands of inspiring classes for creative, curious people. On top of that, with topics that are including illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, and more. I mean, you name it, they got it. Film, video, fine art, animation, creative writing, marketing, production, freelance, entrepreneurship, you name it, web developed content, and crafts. Skillshare is an online learning community where you can meet others, people like you. You could learn. Skillshare offers thousands of classes for creative and curious people.
I signed up. You get 2 free months of the premium. And they have some, if you're interested in getting started in video editing, they have some great beginner classes for myself. But I signed up for some, to kind of learn some advanced stuff that I don't really know about. And there are some really, really high quality instructors.
Multiple classes that appeal to what you're looking for, everybody.
If you want to get 2 free months of their premium membership, it's Skillshare.com/broken.
Whoa!
Skillshare.com/broken.
And what do they get, Johnny?
2 free months of premium membership. It's access to all these classes for animation, creative writing, film and video, fine art, graphic design, illustration, some really cool illustration stuff. If you want to learn to illustrate on computers, there's some really good stuff there. Music, learn to make music, singing lessons even, photography, user interface, and user experience design if you want to design web stuff, web development. And you can also learn about business analytics, freelance, and entrepreneurship.
Love it, dude. Love all of it.
Marketing.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in. I'm in. I'm going to go home.
Skillshare.com/broken. Also, you help us
/broken.
out. This is our first sponsor, so we kind of want to impress them.
I'm in.
If you just want to, you don't pay anything. You get 2 free months. Please help us out by going to sign up.
What else we do? Okay, yeah, so I'm fasting, dude. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying.
and
It's so hard.
Okay. Yeah. Well, 16 hours is, I think, that magic spot where you fast 16 hours. And
You gotta, dude. You gotta start slow.
a lot of people. Do you do coffee though? You can do coffee while you're fasting.
Yeah,
a lot of
but
people do that.
you can't put almond milk in there, which I don't like.
There's some people who do fasting, but with coffee and butter, grass-fed butter, or MCT oil, and so once you're, fat adapted, burning fat, you can do that. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I got to burn fat, dude.
But
'cause I'm chunky.
diet is the only way to. I really don't think exercise even is that helpful in losing. I mean, it's somewhat, but diet does way
I
more.
really
towards
want to
losing.
diet, but it's like hard right now.
It's
It's just
imagine.
hard.
Yeah,
You're
especially
like
with
going
quarantine
all
stuff.
the time. What else is going on? Hey, Johnny, everybody's leaving town.
Everybody's leaving. Town.
Everybody's leaving. I literally had like 2 days where it was just like a say goodbye.
So who we got? Okay, we know Rogan. He's the
Rogan's
the
leaving.
big domino
Joey,
that fell.
yeah, and he's like the domino that gets it all
Yeah.
going.
And he's going to Austin. We've
Austin.
seen his
His
studio.
new
coming up.
studio looks something out of like
Like an airplane hangar. Yeah.
it looks like something out of like a Kubrick film, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like it looks like a Space Odyssey or some shit like that.
2001, yeah. Now all this stuff, I'm pretty sure is just gonna be covered up. It's like acoustic treatment.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that the sound gets kind of diffused. But
I mean, that's gonna be like the Tesla of
yeah.
studios.
yeah. I mean, look, those chairs he's got there. Those chairs are so expensive. Those chairs, really expensive.
What do you think? They're like, hey Rogan, can we get this? Yeah, can we get this? Yeah.
I bet a lot of that stuff he gets
Donated
to.
and given
'Cause
shout
it's gonna
outs?
be on camera.
Yeah.
Well, who wouldn't want their chair on camera?
Yeah. So do you think on top 100 comics in LA now that everybody moved? Have I moved up that much?
You might be the best. Yeah, you might be number one now.
No,
bud,
I
'cause
think
everybody's gone.
Tom Segura, Burt Kreischer up there.
Okay, so we were going down the list. Okay, Rogan,
Diaz,
Duncan Trussell's moving
Duncan
out.
Trussell,
Theo,
Josh
you
Wolf.
said, Josh Wolf,
Brett Ernst had left.
Steve Simone, I heard.
Steve Simone's gone. Eleanor Kerrigan's gone.
Eleanor Kerrigan. Wow.
Yeah.
Where's she going?
Philly, I think.
No shit. She's got all her family's there, right?
Yep. Who else is going? Lee Sayat going.
Yeah, of course, Lisa. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see if because the thing that people thought was that they would come back together eventually in January, but you said just did their podcast and you said it kind of felt like there was some finality to.
Oh, to the Church of What's Happening Now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think as of right now, it's on hiatus. I think once January comes back, I think when I think things will start to get back to normal in November after the election. That's my opinion.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, completely. And it's so funny that nobody sees that. So everyone's gone. Now I don't know what's going on with some podcasts. We just talked about the Church of What's Happening Now, which I believe is probably one of the best names for a podcast ever.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
It's the most new. Duncan Trussell's Family Hour and the Church of What's Happening Now are probably my two favorite. Your Mom's House is up there too.
By the way, it takes me a long time to edit this show, but Duncan Trussell's Family Hour must take. He spends so much time on that dude. He does like original songs, almost every intro for advertisers. He does original songs that he does all the music, the singing, and everything. It just must take
But
forever.
that is his. I believe that is his job.
Yeah.
And think about that. How long has that podcast been going? 8 years?
Yeah, years.
That's been his job for the last 8 years. So 1 hour a week, he records that, and then you're right, he does all the editing.
Yeah,
but
by the way, if you want to help this show become our job, please rate and review the show on iTunes because that helps other people find it. Whatever podcasting app you use, but yeah, please rate and review the show.
Johnny.
It really helps. It really does help.
ABC.
Also, if you could subscribe to this YouTube channel, it's different from Tinfoil Hat. So if you're watching it here and you think that you're subscribed, you might not be. Also, I've heard that YouTube unsubscribes people, so you might need to subscribe again.
My name, dude? Yeah.
There's going to be a button down somewhere.
My
down there.
name is like Hitler at YouTube, okay? They will do anything to get rid of it. So everybody's leaving. Podcasters, I mean, what's going to happen with firing the kid?
God knows,
Where
man.
it's changing.
Yeah, I mean, Callan, obviously.
Can we play Callan's thing?
Yeah, let's do that. So if you don't know, Brian Callen
If you don't know, you obviously you don't know who I am, or you're just new to the planet.
Got crunched in the LA Times by a number of women. They made some allegations, and Brian Callen responds.
Look at that. And by the way, how lucky is Brian Callen? He got that face surgery done just in time to look really great in this video. Like, he got his eyes done, and look how stunning the guy looks. That looks like some straight up like fucking glamour shot shit, and I'm so proud of my 60-year-old friend.
He's a great looking man.
He's a great looking man.
Good for him. Good for him.
I love Brian Callen.
All right, here we go.
Hey everybody, Brian Callen here.
Stop. Where is he shooting this?
It looks like it's in the stairwell of his apartment building.
Why is he in a stairwell? Why is the acoustics crap? What are you doing?
I mean, it's almost like he's like walking out to go to work, and he's like, "Oh shit, I got to do that video for the accusations."
So you're taking this is your shot to push back. And listen, my heart goes out to this man. I don't believe the accusations. I'm gonna come out right at the beginning and tell you guys that. I don't believe what came out. And I'll get into all that after. But this is a very important video for him, and I'm happy that he did it.
Okay.
When you're in a situation like I am, you get a lot of advice from a lot of different people. And it usually falls into two different categories. Either they tell you to post a statement and disappear, or they say lay low and let the news cycle pass you by.
That was from me, by the way. I gave him that advice.
That's what I was about to ask. Yeah, which one of these was yours? So?
I called him up, gave him 7 days.
You don't hear anything.
Literally 7 days. And you will move on. Louis C.K. was the first of this, so that was bigger, and he was a bigger fish. Go on, and I have my whole theories on this.
Okay.
Well, for better or for worse, I'm not doing any of that. I never thought in a million years that I'd be sitting here defending myself against something.
Stop. Does that look like a deep fake video? It does somewhat look like a deep fake video,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
I think
You're
it's-
like, is that his real face or somebody?
For some reason, he didn't shoot this in HD. I mean, it's weird because
Like, it doesn't look like someone put his face on somebody. Like, you know when you see deep fake guys, you can just tell they're a little.
Well, he's a
it looks
famous
like a deep fake.
He's a famous actor guy. His head is too big for his body. Most actors are. They have. Big
It really
heads.
is. It really. He is the comedic version of John Stamos, right? I mean, no, not Jason Jason
Statham.
Statham. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Did not do 21 years ago. So this is me saying that I categorically and absolutely deny all the allegations against me. I wanted you to see me say that. I didn't want to post some stale statement. I wanted you to hear that come out of my mouth. I have been characterized as someone that no one who knows me, not my friends, not my family, not my fans, would ever recognize.
Stop.
And that's because
Stop it.
Okay, hold on just 1 second. I just realized I forgot to change the fucking color of the lights. So just I gotta. If you're listening at home, you're gonna see the lights change colors. That's because Johnny forgot to change the
Let's start it all
show
over.
lights
So
to
it's gotta go green.
to the green lights for Broken
Johnny.
Simulation. What an idiot!
Johnny.
Fire Johnny.
There we go. Now I'm back. I feel better.
There we go.
I felt. Please leave that in, by the way.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna.
I feel like
gotta
I knew
explain
something was
the-
off, and I knew it was your fault, and I just couldn't put my finger on it.
Yeah, well, it's because I forgot to change the lights. So if you just saw the lights change colors, it's because I fucked up. All right.
Illuminati confirmed.
Back to the video.
So where we left this off, he's saying that everybody who knows him says they can't recognize the guy, him, and the guy. How would I say this? Okay, so what he's saying is that nobody thinks that that's him, right?
Like nobody, the actions don't fit what people know about Brian.
And
Callen.
I'm gonna tell you that's 100% true. Across the board, everybody's like, that's not the Brian Callen I know. That's not the Brian Callen I know. That is not Brian Callen. He is 100% correct. And that's not just guys saying that. That is women saying that. Now, I understand that you can say you know somebody and behind closed doors, they are a different person. Okay? This is not who Brian Callen is. Without a doubt. Across the board. Anyone who really knows Brian knows that's not how he operates.
Okay.
Go on.
who I am. That is not that's not something I could do. Those are things never the things that I couldn't do. Those are not things that I would ever do. That is not how I have ever lived my life. And by the way, this is not a video about cancel culture. This is not a video, it's certainly not a video about the Me Too movement. I happen to believe, and it's taken me, to be completely honest, it's taken me a while to come to this conclusion, to understand this. I believe that the Me Too movement is one of the most important movements of my lifetime, because for the first time in history, it gives women recourse against the abuse of power. And that makes the world a better place. And that is not a political statement. That's just fair play. And I believe in fair play. But I also...
So here's what my opinion is of that. Brian is doing the best he can at this moment. And I'm not going to be somebody who does any kind of piling on.
Can I ask you real quick? Do you know much about the way his entourage shapes up? Does he have like a publicist? Is somebody giving him advice, like a professional on this?
Listen, I have been around the world with Brian Callen. Literally around the world. We have done USOs for troops around the world. The person who booked us on our flight back from Afghanistan fucked up, and we spent a night in London. I got to meet his family. They let us crash at their house. They just were classy. I'm not like, I don't know his dad, never met his dad, not sure what his dad did. All I can tell you, in the 20 years I've known this guy, he's been nothing but real. Nothing but real. Okay? So if you're saying, does he got PR people? I wouldn't doubt it.
You said he's doing the best he can, and I wonder if that you're saying he's just doing it kind of on his own, like feeling his way through this, or if you think he's getting like some pro advice. Because I'll just say, this seems to me like something he did on his own. I don't think a publicist would ever tell you to do something.
I don't know. What I think is going on right here, and again, like the dude is going through a lot, and I'll always have his back. Unless proof comes out, real proof. And some people say, oh, because he's your friend. Yeah. Dude, there's people I'm going after in this town that I love. And I'm going after them because I want them to get help.
Also, innocent until proven guilty is foundational to this country.
Yeah.
It's one of the principles that we all kind of agree on here as Americans.
100%.
And we live in a very strange time where anybody can make an allegation against you and you are guilty until proven innocent.
Stop. You are even guilty after being proven innocent.
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah.
Chris D'Elia put out the two things. Of all the people that fucking accuse him, two of them were underage, and they both doctored the evidence. And once he put that out, now is there more evidence out there? That's fine. Maybe.
Yeah, and you have this thing where everybody says they know their truth. I know my truth, I think is what one of D'Elia's accusers says. But there's only ever been one truth, and that's the truth. You know what I mean?
Well, the funniest thing is they're like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to have people attacking me. You literally, it's like what she's doing is the equivalent of hitting a bee's nest and going, I knew I was going to get stung.
Yeah.
It's if you don't hit the bee's nest, you don't get stung. Now, are we saying that women shouldn't come forward? If something happened to you, you have to come forward. Okay? But it's like, do you not think this is interesting that a certain clique of people has had everything come out about them? A certain clique? It's only them?
Well, that's the part I wanted to get to. Now, you told me a while ago that this group, it was right after the Spotify thing, I think, or maybe right before even.
It was right around the Spotify thing.
You said that you heard, or at least it was your theory, that they were going to start, they being the sort of the radical left, the media, like the newspapers and the Me Too movement, we're going to start going after Joe Rogan's entourage or his circle of friends as a way to kind of take down Rogan, to kind of kneecap him.
Yeah.
Cut him off.
Or send him a message. Yeah,
send him a message, maybe. Because they couldn't really do it to him himself, and probably he lives an impeccable life. I mean, I don't know.
The dude is the mentally the sharpest dude I've ever met in my life.
And, you know, when you told me that time, I was like, okay, you know, because, I mean.
You probably thought what everybody thought. Sam's a crazy person.
Well, no, I mean, I take you seriously, obviously, but I didn't think much of it until couple weeks later, you see Dalia,
Then Joey.
and then Joey, and then now this, and I'm like, okay, Sam's right.
And didn't
obviously.
this just drop on the day that the testimony or the interview? What's it called when you give out the interview?
deposition?
The deposition of some of the victims of Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell put Bill Clinton on the island
Yep.
with young girls. It comes out the exact time. And there's a reason why this has faded away.
Yep.
There's a reason why. Because it didn't stick, because everyone's talking about this was about Rogan. And it sucks because that dude is a good guy. Now everyone's mad at him because he didn't believe in Pizzagate at some point. It's like, guess what? So does your mom.
Yeah.
Doesn't believe in Pizzagate.
Yeah, dude, it's such a radical thing to ask somebody to kind of make that leap.
Yeah.
It happens
But
in
I'm
increments.
also knowing, like, in private text, he does stuff. He is now believing all this stuff before this even happened. But it's like, I love him to death, man. I love him to death. That's incredibly hard to do. Especially in an elevator with a bad echo. And I'm just telling you, man, I already did a video on this, but man, I've heard, I know what everybody's into. I've heard it all. The Comedy Store, everybody knows. This was never once taught. I've asked universally across the board, have you ever heard this was about Brian Callen did stuff? Never. And it's just like, dude, and it's really making me sad. I mean, like, it's just like, and I know there's other accusations out there that I'm going pretty hard on.
Yeah.
And people are going, hey, what happened to no evidence? Well, I don't think that's the case in this thing. So
Also, this is someone you know too. So
like if you go to Amy Schumer's Instagram, can you do that?
yeah.
Go to Amy Schumer's Instagram.
Do we want to? Let's finish this video real quick. Or
Yeah,
no?
okay.
Just the fact that social media and the press alone can act as judge, jury, and executioner. And I don't think that's good for anybody. And by the way, I don't know how to fix that. I don't think anybody in particular is even to blame. But when something like this happens, this is pretty much the only way you can defend yourself. So this is me standing up and saying that I have been falsely accused of terrible things that I did not do.
Watching this breaks my heart.
That's what I have to say. Thank you for listening, and I want to thank my fans for rallying around me. Your comments mean so much to me, and to be honest with you, I need them right now. I will be taking a leave of absence, obviously, from my podcast, and that's pretty much it. So thank you very much.
It breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart. Breaks my heart, man. Click on that. Click on that.
You want me to read it?
No, I want you to read the. I want you to read this one. This right here.
And to the comics who are annoyed with me for standing with these ladies, what are you so afraid of? Available on my number in my bio. Oh, I assume she's saying I'm available on the number in my bio. If anybody wants to talk about Brian or anyone else who has sexually assaulted you, Brian Callen, have a nice day.
I mean, that is obviously a message sent, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and if you don't think this has anything to do with Joe Rogan talking about her as a joke thief, I mean, go back to that. Go back to that. Now let's go down the comments. Let's look at all the blue check mark people. Blue check mark, blue check. This breaks my heart.
Marilyn Rice.
Breaks my heart. Keep going. Keep going. It breaks my heart looking at these people. Now, dude, Joe Biden. I love that.
It's one of the most popular comments.
Thank you. Push back. Push back.
By the way, the first non-blue check mark comment is, now do Joe Biden.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's funny. All the blue check mark comments are like, we love you, here for this.
Yeah,
Thank you, Amy.
breaks
and
my heart, man.
All the non-blue check marks, even from the women, are, so he's already guilty, huh? He's accused and hasn't had a chance to clarify and defend. All the non-blue check marks are defending Brian, and all the blue check marks are throwing him under the bus. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, and like, dude, you guys all know, and I know I talked about this in the video already, but this is all about Joe calling her a joke thief. And if you really believe that Amy Schumer put out her real number for you to call her, it is laughable.
What is that thing, though? Because I'm seeing this now. I saw Oh shit, Eliza Schlesinger. She has this now too. This thing where it's like I got my number in my bio. What is that? It's some kind of service or something, right? Where they can like screen like.
Well, I'm sure they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Call me, and it's like a cameo or some shit.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Instagram. Hold on, I want to see what this. Oh, here we go. Here's why. This is from the New York Post. Here's why celebrities are giving away their phone numbers.
Oh man!
Look at this list of celebrities. New York Post. To get in touch with celebs such as Ellen DeGeneres, Amy Schumer, and the Jonas Brothers, you no longer need to have your people call their people. Stars have been giving away their phone numbers like candy on Instagram, but there's a catch. This is a phone number where I can respond and also let you know what I'm up to. Schumer said, I hope you join my community. Blah, blah.
So it's a cameo.
But hold on. Here's the catch. These aren't their actual digits. They're using a new service called Community, which lets customers set up a separate phone line which they can use to discreetly interact with their fans, including calls and texts. Okay, I'm just trying to get to this. The service works by applying a unique 10-digit phone number, which is tied to an exclusive messaging app, allowing celebrities to keep their fan mail separate from their standard texts and DMs. All fans have to do is text a number from their preferred messaging service. And
Hey,
wait.
can you call that number? Call Amy Schumer's number.
Yeah, hold on. Okay. All right, just a second. Be like, Amy, we wanted to discuss Brian Callen with you.
Yeah.
We are gonna call Amy Schumer, because this is her number that she put. She said if any comedians want to talk to her about this, they can just call the number in her bio, her real number that really reaches her. So let's just do this right now. If she calls, I'm gonna shit myself. She must be busy. Busy woman, Amy Schumer.
I want to answer.
Hi, it's Amy. I won't be able to answer
man.
voicemail messages, so please text me.
Oh wow, what do you know? She wants us to text her instead.
Man, come on. Everything this woman puts up, she gets called a joke thief. And you know what, man? Listen, everybody's gotten thicker in their life. I'm not going to go into that because who am I to... I mean, dude, my shirt rides up on me all the time. But it's just hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Did I already talk about the different kind of comics there are out there?
What are the types of comedians?
None of them are better than the others. They're all just categories. Each one of them's great in their own way. Even though I have personal ones I like the most, does not mean one's better than the other. It goes clowns.
Oh wait, give me an example. What's that, like Steve Martin types? Physical.
No, clown
comedians?
is like see, but I say the name, you're gonna think I'm being like derogatory, and I'm not.
No, go ahead though.
Clowns.
What kind? What kind? Give me somebody in the clown group.
Hold on, let me start this again.
You're dying, dude. You sure you don't have COVID?
I don't have it. I get a dry throat. Can we start that again?
Yeah. So what you're gonna tell me the types?
So
of
I
comedians.
think there's three types of comics.
Okay.
One is clowns, okay? And clowns, what matters to most of them is the laugh. Not how they get to laugh, but the laugh is the most important. And these guys usually are huge. The ones that do it right explode into giant
Who are we
theater.
talking about? Give me an example.
Again, this is not negative on that. It doesn't mean they're not. They're all my friends. I love them. Bobby Lee is a clown.
Okay. Yeah. I think
I'd
he's
say
hilarious.
he's awesome. Chris D'Elia, clown, right? Joe
Yeah.
Coy, play clown. There's nothing wrong with that.
But you're just saying the priority is the laugh. And
laugh.
And to keep it rolling. Like keep it
Is
one.
they want the laugh is the most important.
Where does Attell? Is he in the clown or is he something else?
Who, Attell?
Dave Attell. Yeah.
Dave Attell is a shit talker.
Is that another category?
That's the next category.
Okay. Shit talker.
Shit talkers.
Good segue.
They want to get laughs saying what they want to say. It's more important to say what they want to say than the laugh. The laugh is only important if the joke works, saying what they want to say. Bill Burr,
Bill Hicks, probably.
Joe Rogan,
Okay.
who else? Dave Attell, Dave Chappelle. Those are all
Yeah.
shit
Okay,
talkers.
so definitely Hicks then. All right.
Okay? The final one is Outlaws.
Outlaws. Is this you?
I'm in the outlaw.
Okay.
Outlaws don't give a fuck.
What? They don't care if they're funny or
They
not?
just want to watch the world burn.
Okay.
Okay, and it takes a long time to get good at it, and that is Doug Stanhope,
Oh, okay. I get where you're
Joey
going.
Diaz,
Oh, that's interesting.
me. You know, it's like how long.
Wait, so how do you decide if Stanhope goes in the shit talker versus
he could
the...
be. Sometimes you could be like both.
Oh, so
you could
Stanhope,
be like a
the
shit
thing
talking clown,
the
a
thing
shit
that-
talking outlaw.
The thing that puts Stanhope in shit talker is that every now and then he'll just go in there. If he doesn't like the crowd, he'll burn it down. Kind of. Is that what you're saying?
That's an
Yeah.
outlaw.
Okay.
Like talking about the shit he talks about is just like, fuck you. I don't care. This is what I find funny.
Okay.
You know, Joey Diaz is like that. I think Joey Diaz is the modern day Sam Kinison. Like his style is like nobody else. And
Is he? Do you think he's just big among people who like comedy, or is he big in the mainstream? Because I get the sense that in the mainstream he's not as big as we think he is. Now that's not to say I think he's hilarious. Like
No, I know what you're saying.
He's a powerhouse.
Where's he big with?
Yeah, but yeah.
Like who's big with the mainstream? Sebastian Maniscalco.
yeah.
He's a clownish shit talker, or a shit talking clown. He's a shit talking clown. He talks a little shit in his act, but he cares about the laugh. The laugh is really important to him.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Where do dummy acts? You know the like
Come on, clown.
ventriloquists. They're just clowns.
Clown, unless they're political ventriloquists, you know.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a clown. I don't want people to think
No,
there's
I
a
get it.
negative
It's just a
connotation
style,
to it.
yeah.
It's just a style. It's like what matters to you.
An approach.
Clowns become huge.
So Steve Martin is
Shit talkers
probably
become
a clown.
legends.
Steve Martin's probably a clown, right? Physical comedy, doing the
He
balloons
might
and
be a shit talking clown.
stuff. Okay.
You know, like Gallagher was a shit talking clown. As much as we make fun of that guy, if you actually watch his act, a lot of it was political, but he was doing stuff that made people go, no, right?
Yeah. That's why he was so popular, because it worked on please two kind of groups of people. The people
And
that
does everybody know the story of Gallagher? Like he had so much work, he gave his twin brother work, and then the work dried up, and he tried to get back, and his twin brother's like, "No, dude, I've been doing this act forever."
literally it just called him Gallagher 2 is what they called him.
No, but he sold it as Gallagher.
Yeah, but I thought he was called Gallagher
But you
2.
remember,
Is that
there's
not
no
right?
internet where you're like, "Hey, dude, how are you there and how are you here?" Nobody in Nebraska knew that he was also in Florida the
Like,
same
what
night.
was that movie, The Prestige or whatever, where like the magician guy Hugh Jackman just keeps cloning himself, you know, and to do that act where he drowns in a.
Oh no, I never saw that. That's
Is
crazy.
it the Prestige? I think it's The Prestige.
Oh,
yeah.
so he drowned his clone?
Yeah, and at the end, the reveal, spoiler alert, is this: you go into his basement, and it's just these tanks, these water tanks full of his dead clones. Like at the end,
Why wouldn't he just get rid of it?
I don't know. Probably because it's proof that he's a fraud or whatever. Yeah, that's it. The Prestige. Yeah. Hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, there it is at the end. It's just a bunch of. He would do this thing where he would escape from a water tank.
Yeah.
But what you realize is he doesn't escape. He just drowns every time. And the new him takes over the life.
Oh, and he just watches the clone die?
Yeah, something like that, I guess. Yeah.
Oh,
where-
that's creepy as shit, dude.
Well, you know, any of those teleportation gags in Magic, they're all twins. They use twins so much in Magic. Anywhere where somebody's one place and pops in another place, it's a twin every time, every single time.
Oh shit, Jeremy, you just gave away secrets.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Dude.
I love figuring out Magic. Dude, I went to see Penn and Teller in Vegas, and I showed up last minute, but I got front row seats, and the show is not designed to see it from that close, is what I gathered, because I could see a lot of what they were doing, like the slips and stuff.
Why would
The
you
sleight of
even
hand.
let seats be there?
I don't know, but I could see him. Like I could see Teller like hiding shit up a curtain and like, and it really.
You should have been like, it's up the curtain. Be like,
Well,
hey,
it kind of bummed me out because I love those guys. I really like the
but
shit they do with the
Johnny,
Constitution.
Didn't you know that it's not real?
Oh, I know it's not real, but I didn't want to. I wanted to be like, how did they do that? But almost all of it, I could see where they like.
So what we learned today: if you love magic, don't sit front row.
Yeah, I sat too close.
That's like you asking how are the hot dogs made.
Yeah, never
get
ask
too
how the
close.
hot dogs are made. Yeah.
Don't get too close.
Coming
dude.
from a farm, I know how the hot dogs
Have
are
you
made.
heard my theory
Don't
that
ask me.
atheists are always rich because they don't want to think about the consequences of their actions?
What do you mean
Like
by that?
Penn and Teller, like I think Penn,
Yeah, Penn's big time.
who I
think
normally
they
like, I
both
really
are.
like him,
They both are.
except for that episode he did on his show about AA. I didn't like that. I thought that was a takedown. And
They
when you
kind of
realize,
took it down because of all the God stuff, right? Is that what?
well, no, they took it down and they basically because Showtime, I don't want to get into it, but anyways,
Penn and Teller's bullshit is what he's talking about.
yeah. And I mean, the takedown AA is just the most ridiculous and retarded shit. But rich people are always atheists because they don't want to, they're doing all this debauchery shit.
Well, no, rich people can afford to be atheists because they don't have to worry about anything. You know what I'm saying? They got all
Well, dude,
their
it's
needs
also
covered.
how do you get your wealth? What have you done to get that wealth? There's
Yeah.
an old saying like it takes, you have a better chance of getting a camel through the eye of Neil than a rich man in
That's
heaven.
not an old saying. That's in the Bible. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Bible's pretty old.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Right,
point.
when you
Yeah.
say-
But it's not like an old, like, oh, yeah, the wise man once said. No, the wise man was Jesus.
Okay, we're not talking fortune cookies here, bro. We're talking just a saying. I can't date it. We're not gonna carbon date this thing.
I got you.
The point is, it's like the rich people are always atheists. Listen, dude, I can't watch anything on television. Literally, dude, the only thing I like to watch is third world government videos. I love third world government videos.
Well, I don't know what that means.
That's where like just a brawl breaks out in the middle of parliament.
Oh, I love those.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love those. Philippines, Turkey, those are the fun. They're like, okay, we're
Like
gonna
Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, those places.
all
Yeah.
day, dude. That should be Washington D.C. We should have that. See, you know what C-SPAN's numbers would be if every fucking
Dude, even English Parliament is way more interesting than.
it's kind of like Congress meets a Your Mama's competition. I talk about that on stage.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
I'd like to talk about the budget. Your mother's a dirty bud, and just like people go nuts all day, dude.
Yeah, and then they have that guy in the middle who's like Jeff Ross, like sorry, but you know what I mean. He's like the referee. It's like, oh dear sir, you must sit down right now.
I can watch all the day.
Come,
But,
sir.
dude. When some dude comes around, and just high kicks another dude in the head because they wouldn't vote on the budget. That is the government I want.
This guy, he's the Jeff Ross guy.
Particularly in Stoke, where the Potteries community. I wish the Shadow Chance would occasionally shut up and listen to the answer.
Well played, Chop. Well played.
It really is like a slam.
Oh, dude, this is perfect.
Can now follow the Prime Minister's advice to the Shadow Chancellor. We need a bit of order.
I may be alone in finding him the most annoying person in modern politics.
Wow.
Dude, I would love if they remix this with like the Apollo. Like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
someone does something crazy. Then just,
shit. Dude, that's what Bill Maher is doing on his show now. It's him doing his show from his house.
Yeah.
And the crowd reaction shots are just all from like 30s laughter tracks and stuff. Like people just going, oh, like at Three Stooges videos.
Hold
and
on,
stuff like-
he's doing that?
Yeah, he's doing it from his house. And yeah, he's
adding the laugh tracks?
Yeah,
Oh,
his
I didn't
show.
know that.
Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah. I did that to a video of you once, actually.
About the
Where you paid off the black cock bomb at.
when he wrote off the mortgage.
Okay, so this guy is like the oldest guy in Parliament or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But-
and he's diddled some diddles.
Well, he's grumpy as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
of course
he's
he is.
always getting angry at somebody.
The premises in Notting Hill, and I said to him he didn't write off the mortgage of the one the taxpayers were helping to pay
he's got
for
he's missing
at
teeth.
Oxford. I didn't receive a proper answer then. Maybe Dodgy Dave will answer it now. And by the way,
What is that tie?
Yeah, he's in the weird ties too, this guy.
Order! Order!
Order!
Order!
Order!
Order! Order!
I must ask the honourable gentleman, order.
Order! By the way, that is the new thing I'm gonna do with you, Johnny. When you start talking like shit, I'll be like, order!
I invite order.
Order.
I invite the
I like
honourable
this
gentleman
now.
to
Watch
withdraw that adjective that he used a moment ago. He's perfectly capable of asking his question without using that word. It is up to him, but if he doesn't wish to withdraw it, I can't reasonably ask the Prime Minister to answer the question. All he has to do is withdraw that word and think of another. Sorry?
Is that England's Camilla Harris right there?
Beginning with D and ending in Y that he inappropriately used.
Davy.
This guy's great.
Withdraw.
I know what you're talking about.
Very simple. Withdraw.
Oh, come on, don't do it.
This man has done more to divide this nation than anybody else.
I could listen to this all day.
It's so good, dude. I've watched all these videos.
I still refer to him as Dodgy Dave.
Order!
He said, "Do as you like," is what he said.
Order. I'm sorry.
He's gonna try to kick him out.
I must ask the honourable gentleman to withdraw the word. Very well.
By the way, look at this whole setup. How hung up are they on that whole, still on that monarchy shit? See that thing right there? It's like the represents the authority of the monarchy. And
Yeah.
they have to bring it in there every time to talk about shit. This like, and there's these boxes. It's so weird.
Hold on, what happened to the new king? You remember there's gonna be a new king? Everyone's talking about that. Where is he? Is he just
What,
sitting
that
in
guy?
the-
That guy
sitting
that
in the
did that
back,
video?
like stretching? Like, am I next?
Yeah.
Am I next? Am I next?
Okay.
And by the way,
I think there's one more I want you to see here. Hold on.
Under the power given to me by Standing Order number 43, I order the honourable member to withdraw immediately from the House for the remainder
He kicked him out.
of this
So he
day's
kicks that guy
sitting.
out. Isn't that great? He's like, "You're out, buddy." It's like a Springer
what are they
episode.
doing? They stand?
Very well.
They have to stand when they want to be recognized. It's kind of like raising your hand or whatever.
Order!
Let's see. Isn't that just great though? You should sit down and watch these whole. there's
Dude,
like
I could
several
do
of
this
these.
all day. I wish our Congress was like this.
Me too. Yeah.
But I would only add one more thing, dude.
What?
Animal attacks. Just release a cheetah at some point.
And nobody knows when
Yeah,
it's
nobody knows
released.
when it's coming.
Sorry.
How great would that be? Just
Yeah.
release an animal, wild animal, someone's getting taken out, right?
I'd be down with that. Yeah.
What would the ratings be on C-SPAN if like you did like a WrestleMania of like politics?
Maybe like a vicious bird of prey, like a bald eagle or something, and
I'm
just
down with
flies
that.
around in a
Yeah,
circle
and just grab somebody?
randomly. Yeah,
and
you
they're like,
never know.
"Oh, Pelosi's gone." I would watch that all day.
Oh, here's a good one. Ukrainian. That's the one I was trying to think of earlier.
Yeah.
I guess that's like a sarcastic. Look at him. He's just like, "You're out." Look at this, dude. He's picking it. He's picking up the guy.
Shit. This is the shit. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Can we
Imagine if
please.
Nancy Pelosi is like talking up there, and then some guy comes along with a dozen roses, hands her the roses, and then just picks her up and tries to take her out
I
of
could
Congress.
watch this all day. This should be its own channel on television.
It's so
Just
good, dude.
It should be called Real Politics.
I'd watch it. Yeah.
Look at that.
And like
Dude.
you show the UK stuff like during mainstream hours, and then after dark, that's when you get to the Ukrainian.
I
shit.
could do
Yeah.
this all day. And the funniest thing is like they always talk about America is just going to become like pro wrestling with a pro wrestler.
We already have that.
This
yeah.
is it.
And Ukraine is just a bunch of guys now just beating the shit out of
Look
each
at
other,
this guy.
choking
He's
each
like,
other.
Fuck you. He's like everyone. And then Steve-O's in the middle there. One guy's going to jump in. Look at that guy's going to jump in. Look at that dude. That guy's like, look at that guy. He's like, oh, fuck this dude.
Look at this guy at the top here. He's just like, "Stop now!" He's putting his hand down.
Hey,
like a
everybody
front.
chill. Everybody chill. Everybody chill.
You know what it reminds me of, dude? It reminds me of like a fight on a basketball court, you know, where like you got a bunch of teammates like, "Oh, come on, dude, chill
That's
out,
what
man."
Jalen Rhodes called NBA fight, hold me back.
Yeah, you think
They
about
just like, hold me back.
think about your career, man.
Dude, you remember the last time somebody really clocked somebody was Rudy Tom Johnson got clocked by
Yeah,
that guy?
yeah.
And he just was never recovered
You
back.
know, I think Ukrainian parliament is where Vitaly Klitschko is a member of parliament, by the way.
That
if I'm
would
not
be
mistaken.
hilarious.
Let me see. Hold on.
That would be hilarious. Can you also find the video of the guy who almost got assassinated?
Oh,
Where
no,
the-
he's the mayor of Kiev. So, okay, close. Have you ever seen that picture of him during the Ukrainian, like, skirmish with the Russians where he's just got smoke behind him? It's the coolest picture of a politician I've ever seen. Look at it, dude. If an American politician had a picture like this, look
Yeah.
how cool that photo is. Of
He
him.
would what is he in front of?
It's just some shit on fire, man. His whole country's on fire. That's what he's in front of. Look at
Just
what
chilling.
a badass.
He's like, fuck, I miss boxing.
He was such a.
He's like, who can I fight right now?
I
Who
love
would-
those guys. Those guys were really good fighters, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you love the Klitschko.
I did, yeah. I love those Parliament. We'll do some more of that Parliament video.
Dude, I watch that all day.
Let's do next time. I want
Johnny, do you ever tell Johnny? Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I love you, dude.
Why are you saying that?
See. I say I
say
love
that
you.
to
You should say you should love
I
me
love
back.
you. I love you. But I say that. I've
Well,
said
no,
that.
you never say
I
that.
have absolutely because I know
Johnny, I
know,
love you, and you're like,
I know I've said it because my girlfriend one time was like, I noticed you say to Sam on the phone that you love him. You guys must be really good friends. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice that. Weird.
I always do that with people. I'm like, I just want to see if I can get "I love you" back because it's such like not a guy.
Well, no,
thing.
the way you did it, it's not. It's the way you went. Hey, Johnny, and you look right in my eyes.
I love you, dude.
That was weird. It was not that you said it. It was the way you
I want
said
to
it.
see if you're gonna say "I love you" because no one says they love. No guys want to say that.
Yeah, while making eye contact.
Well,
right.
what else are you
On
supposed to make
on
love?
on the phone is. Okay.
And we're making love by saying love. I love you, and I look you right now. So what am I supposed to be looking off?
You know how you can do your driver's license online now? Take your
Yeah.
picture and everything. The woman received her picture back, and you know what was in the picture place of the ID?
What?
It's just an empty chair.
How would you react to that? Because part of me thinks that's cool,
Yeah.
but it defeats the whole purpose of the ID, right?
How are you going to get into TSA and like shit like that now? Oh, here it is. Okay, driver's license photos aren't always the best, but when a Tennessee woman received her new photo ID, the picture was perfect for a furniture store.
I would keep that. I would keep that.
Yeah, I bet you could sell that on eBay for like a shit
I
ton
wouldn't
of
even
money,
sell it.
right?
I
Nah,
would just
dude,
use it as a joke.
You get like $100,000 probably from those weird. Remember that? Remember that company that used to put tattoos on the backs of boxers? They would just buy like pictures of pieces of toast with like Jesus' face on.
Yeah, yeah.
What was it called? Like Golden Casino.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? And they were famous because they would spend like $100,000 on eBay for just buying like thimbles and weird shit like that.
God, that never happens to me.
Well, yeah, no,
I never get anywhere where I could just win bazillions of dollars.
Well, think about Brenton Biddlecombe, dude. I was talking to him today on Steve's podcast, and the guy won $1 million just on.
And you know, most
Fantasy.
likely that means none of us will win $1 million. You know, anybody has a
Statistically,
friend
yeah.
that won $1 million and they won $1 million?
It's so unlikely, yeah.
Oh, it's such bullshit. I would keep it, dude.
The lady at the DMV did not really believe me. When
What age is she, by the way?
It doesn't say. I don't know.
Because, like, if you're a young chick and hot, you don't even need an ID that looks like you.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
knew a woman who would get into fucking bars when she was underage using just her friend dude's ID. She would just give him an ID. They'd be like, okay,
Did she
you're
at
in.
least have short hair?
Yeah. I mean, she was hot for her age.
Okay. That's so weird. The lady at the DMV did not really believe me when I was like, hey, I need my license fixed, Dodd said. Then she looked it up in the system and goes, oh, I need my manager for this. The chair ended up being the focal point of the license because it was the last photo taken and saved to Dodd's file, the Tennessee Department of Safety said. The photo was taken accidentally, the department said. So somebody just fucked up. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. And when it got made, did anyone go, is this right?
Well, that tells you that the people at the DMV, they're just checked out. They don't like.
They don't
okay,
care.
That works.
They're drones.
That's good. Oh, she looks like a chair.
Or,
Weird.
you know, I mean, like, it's a moment of emotion for them. Like, they think it's funny.
Yeah, well, they're just playing it like, boy, well, she's gonna laugh. When
Or
she gets
this
it.
is the greatest advertisement for the Invisible Man.
Okay. This one, all you need really is the headline. I'm just gonna slide this over to you. Israeli jeweler makes $1.5 million. Now, what do you think they made for $1.5 million? Think about the time we're in right now.
Mask.
Yeah, it's a diamond jewel encrusted mask. Look at this thing.
I don't know how I feel about that. I know it's going to be in a rap video soon, though, right? That's totally going to be in somebody's.
I mean, just what are we even doing, man?
Why? If you were Bane, wouldn't you want that?
Yeah, but you're not paying for it. You're stealing it for sure. You're boosting that thing. He declined. Oh, wait, somebody bought this thing. Okay, here we go. An Israeli jewelry company is working on what it says will be the world's most expensive corona mask, a gold diamond-encrusted face covering A gold diamond-encrusted face covering with a price tag of $1.5 million. 18-karat white gold mask will be decorated with 3,600 white and black diamonds and fitted with top-rated N99 filters at the request of the buyer, said Isaac Levy.
Who do you think bought this? Let's play that game.
Well, I know who it was because I've seen it. Let's play what nationality do you think bought this?
Black.
That's not a nationality. I'm thinking what country do you think they're from?
Oh, the
It's
United
not.
States?
The United States is a country. If that's your answer,
That is my answer.
okay, you're wrong. It's a Chinese person that bought this.
Oh,
Yeah, big money.
what is more derogatory, black or a Chinese person?
What do you mean? I didn't say he was a Chinaman. I said a Chinese person. Levy, owner of the Yvel company, I'm sure I'm not saying that right, said the buyer had two other demands: that it be completed by the end of the year and that it would be the priciest in the world. Think about that, dude. You call a jewelry company and say, listen, get me a mask. I just got two things. I want it done by the end of the year, and it's just got to be the most expensive thing you've ever fucking sold. Like,
Dude, those Chinese got cash, bro.
how rich are you that you can say that, though? Imagine calling the car company and be like, just give me the most expensive car you got.
People do that all the time.
Oh, God.
People do that all the time.
The glitzed up face mask may lend some pizzazz to the protective gear now mandatory in public spaces in many countries. But at 270 grams, over half a pound, nearly 100 times that of a typical surgical mask, it is not likely to be practical to wear.
Yeah, how's your ears going to hold that up?
Oh, okay. It's a Chinese businessman living in the U.S., so there you go.
Ah, so I was right.
Well, no, I said what nationality is the person. He's Chinese, so you were not.
He's American, brother.
In an interview at his factory near Jerusalem, Levy showed off several pieces of the mask covered in diamonds, which if you want to see those, youtube.com.
Great. So a Chinaman who lives in America.
No, we don't say Chinaman anymore.
A Chinese person who lives in America can't buy American-made, diamond-laden fucking mask made in America?
How big a mark does this guy become wearing that mask? I mean,
where's he going with it, dude?
yeah, that's a good point. Ralph, he's going to Ralph.
By the way,
put
all
your
you have to
mask
do is put this on the internet and your house will get robbed.
By the way, if you want a much cooler mask, go to bsmerch.com.
Dude, Chinese guy, get a BS mask, a bazillion dollars.
Get the this is bullshit
Yeah.
BS mask. Okay. All right, this one's pretty cool. This is in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I'm from. The scripture quite literally came to life for several Catholic churches in North Carolina as a rare earthquake rattled portions of the state over the weekend. Here's what was going on at St. Gabriel's Catholic Church, though. The Sunday service there, the priest was reading from the Bible, and it said this: after the wind, there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. It was then that parishioners felt the 5.1 magnitude earthquake centered near Sparta, the most powerful to hit the state in more than 100 years.
The Lord was not happy about that.
Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
We don't have, I mean, dude, I don't think I've ever heard of a big earthquake like that in North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 5.1.
What's the biggest they've had out here?
That'd be the Northridge thing, right? Like recently, what was the Northridge quake? I think it's all a matter of proximity too, like how near it is to you. What's the biggest Los Angeles earthquake?
Earthquakes are scary.
The Fort Tejon earthquake is still considered the highest magnitude quake on record in Cali, 7.9. It was felt all the way to San Francisco.
Wow.
Let's see, what was the Northridge earthquake rating? Northridge earthquake was a 6.7.
I'm getting murdered right now.
Martha?
Like, I want to block her on Instagram, but it will cause me more problems.
What's she doing to you on Instagram?
She's like, enjoy your naked sluts on Instagram.
What? She's comment
I
on
gotta
people that
get
you
rid of
follow?
all the black ass on my Instagram. I
gotta
got
get
a
it-
lot of black
You
ass.
don't have a Finstagram, like a backup Instagram that nobody knows about? Sure, you
Well, I do now.
You got to get one, brother.
I'm going to.
Yeah, and just follow everything you want to follow.
Yep, you're right.
They make it easy. All you
All
got to
right,
do is
Martha, I'm getting rid of all the hot black ass because of you.
all you got to do is press the button and add account, and you can switch so easy between them.
Yep, you're
really-
right. Just nothing but black ass.
Oh, this is funny. This is another coronavirus related. You know how people are worried about the possibility that coronavirus is getting passed on banknotes like money? Well, in South Korea, a person tried to wash their money,
Oh, that's so great. That's so great.
and then they tried to dry it, I guess, because this picture is what happened. What a fucking idiot.
Dude, I mean, some people just have no common sense.
It's just, if you're listening, it's a bunch of
I mean, what'd she lose? How many American dollars?
$10,000,
$5 American dollars?
It's a bunch of $10,000 Korean bills, all just burn up, ruined.
You know what people hate about American money? It's all the same color. Every other country, it's different color, so you know what you're dealing
It
with.
also looks like Monopoly money. It
Of
doesn't
course.
look real.
They got Bobby Lee's dad on there. It's just fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, money laundering is not a good idea, as a South Korean found out when he or she, I guess we don't know the gender.
That's so funny. Money laundering, laundry.
Yeah, I
get it,
Yeah,
Johnny?
I get it.
How great is that?
I get it. AP with your
One of your writing
shenanigans.
friends did that.
Yeah.
Order.
When he or she put banknotes in a washing machine to remove possible traces of coronavirus, officials say the loss was considerable. The person living in Ansan City near Seoul placed an unspecified amount of $50,000 won, those are $42 bills, in a washing machine earlier this year. Some of the money was seriously
Hold on.
damaged.
Their won is like a $42 bill.
The $50,000 note is, yeah.
It's like a $42 bill. Imagine, dude.
They gave him new currency, though. They bailed him out.
Aw.
Isn't that cool?
That's not cool.
Under bank rules on the exchange of damaged, mutilated, and contaminated banknotes, the person was provided with new currency. This person, $19,000 worth of money they ruined.
You know, usually it's like play dumb games, win dumb prizes, but it's like this was play dumb games, win great prizes.
Get bailed out by the government, yeah. It's like a bank or something.
John, you sound like a fucking socialist.
What do you mean? I'm a libertarian. This is pretty cool. So,
Oh, Johnny, by the way, that idiot right there is why we're running out of quarters of suddenly. Like the bank's like, where are all the quarters? I know where they are. They're back there. Give me some fucking rolls, dude. Right?
Yeah, a
I
lot
mean,
of
you know
these-
they're just holding it.
yeah, it's the worst.
Oh, we're having a shortage. Oh my God. It's all fucking lizard person induced. That's all it is. Lizard people induced. All this stuff. The coronavirus, the riots, and the sudden lack of change.
I think there could be some good to come out of this, though, because it shows people who didn't realize it, who were kind of secure, felt secure, had a false sense of security, that this whole system is really tentatively
Rigged.
set up. But
Yeah.
and it can fall apart. Like civilization can fall apart so easily. You know, what I
Johnny,
mean?
I want to buy gold. I don't even know how.
You gotta find
A
either-
gold dealer?
Yeah, you could. There are places online, but what you just want to make sure you do is get physical gold right now, not
Like,
stocks.
what are they? Just like a fucking clump of
You
gold?
can
Is
have
it coins?
Coins. You can get coins.
And how do I pay
they're
something
not,
off of coins?
Just make sure they're not collectible. Well, you'd be able to sell them. The idea is that if things go to shit, though, gold will be, you can barter with
So
gold,
how do
trade
I
with gold.
pay for a slice of pizza with gold?
Well, you won't do it now. You
I'd
could
be like,
s-
oh,
no,
what
if
is that,
you-
a sliver?
It would be like an investment. You would have to cash it out to a gold dealer if you wanted to cash
And
it
then
out.
what do I get? I take my gold to get more bullshit money?
If you wanted to like treat it as an investment that you, because it's gonna go up. It almost always does.
You're going to go up, Johnny. Boom.
But yeah, coins is what.
But
you,
by the way,
just not collectible coins. You want like.
what do you mean collectible coins?
You don't want collectible
I don't
coins
want to get
'cause
like
those have
one that
a-
has like the landing on the moon on it.
You want to get gold as close to the price of gold as you can, not shit that's marked up because it's like rare or something. Like-
Okay, so I just want straight gold, homie.
yeah. Bullion. Yeah. Okay, so this is cool. Farmer returns.
Right there, dude. All I need to know is based on his tattoos that this guy is making good decisions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's yeah, and based on the fact he doesn't have a leg.
Okay, all right. I'm an asshole. Now it equals out. Now he's back to even. He has a shitty tattoo, but lost a leg. Now he's back to
Well,
normal.
what if you didn't have a leg? Would you jump out of airplanes?
Oh, man, I jumped out of an airplane. It's pretty great.
If you lost your leg, would you keep?
Why would
jumping
I
out?
care?
You wouldn't want to push it. You feel like I escaped once already. Maybe I don't jump out of airplanes.
No, I'd press my luck.
Okay, well, this guy did, and he lost his leg in a farm when he was jumping out of an airplane. Guy returned it to him. A Vermont skydiver, this is from AP, who lost his prosthetic leg during a jump, has it back thanks to a farmer who kept an eye out for it and spotted it in a soybean field.
I mean, Matt's getting hit with that thing as it's falling.
Yeah. Double amputee Chris Macris. Double amputee, yeah. Went for a jump Saturday at Vermont Skydiving Adventures in West Addison and lost
is he
one of
taking
his
his legs
prosthetic.
with
I
him?
wonder how he landed with just one.
But why is he taking his legs with him?
Why?
Yeah.
How's he supposed
Because
to
he's
land?
got to be doing tandem.
So what? The instructor's just supposed to carry him around until they get back to the home base or whatever?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. What are you
That's how
talking-
they do it. You sit on the guy.
Here's what he said, though. I think my adrenaline was so high and I was just so excited. I didn't realize I lost it, he's told NECN. Isn't that funny?
That is crazy. Dude.
So the guy...
But you hear chicks love nubs, dude? Chicks love nubs.
I heard you say that. I've never heard anybody else say
Hey,
that.
if you're a chick who loves nubs, let us know. Seriously, hit us up. Email us at what?
Contact brokensim@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Also, if you got any crazy news stories, send them there. Hey, it's a pretty tough climate for police right now.
Yeah.
If you're a cop, you probably want to kind of tighten your game up.
A little bit.
Not do any weird shit, maybe.
Maybe.
Would you say you wouldn't want to engage in...
Dude, you
How
better
do I
be
say
talking
this?
about high-risk hot gay sex.
Well, there is something like sex involved here. What would you say you wouldn't want to do to a dead body if you were a cop right now?
Fuck it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I saw this one. Yeah, dude.
You might not also want to grope a dead body.
Okay, can we also, why did they feel the need to put her picture in there?
Yeah.
Just let you know how hot she was? To be like, dude, come on. Look how hot she was.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, can you blame them? That poor girl's no longer with us.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, they groped her. And who snitched?
I think his body camera snitched.
Oh.
A Los Angeles police officer whose body camera caught him allegedly fondling a dead woman's breast while he was on duty is now being sued by her family. Their attorney...
I hope they win.
Wait a minute. You see who their attorney is?
Who?
Gloria Allred.
Oh, God. Even in death, she's a fucking feminist.
Elizabeth Baggett's family filed the lawsuit against David Rojas, a 4-year veteran of the LAPD. You said they're all Mexicans. They are all Mexicans in the LAPD. You're so
They
right.
really
dude.
are, of so many different sizes. But you remember Sam Kessin's old story about how I think him and Carl LeBeau met some guy who was at a morgue, and he was like, the morgue guy said they paid him, people would pay him to let them know when a hot dead body came in.
And what? So they could fuck it?
I don't know what is the attraction to that.
It's so gross.
And
dude.
how do you get into that?
It just I can't even think about it. How
You
do
know?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Elizabeth Baggett's family filed the lawsuit against David Rojas, a 4-year veteran of the LAPD, alleging invasion of privacy. That's one way to
How
put
did
it.
she die, by the way? Does it say?
I'll get to that. Intentional infliction of emotional distress and mishandling of human remains, among other allegations. Let's see. He's 27. He was charged with a felony count of having sexual contact with human remains without authority. Wait a minute. Without authority. So you're allowed to have sexual contact with human remains if you just get the okay from your boss first? What the
Now,
fuck
is that something you sign on the back of your license? Okay, give away my organs, and if you want to jerk me off when I'm dead, you're allowed to. Is that what
without
that is?
authority? Isn't that crazy?
It is nuts, dude.
Actually, he goes to court and he's like, actually, he got the okay from his boss. So throw these charges out.
Yeah, dismissed. Order. Listen, dude.
Older.
As her family, I can understand why they'd be upset. You lost your
Of
daughter.
course, yeah, of
and
course.
now some dude is groping her.
Fuck that guy.
I mean, what a fucking weirdo.
Here's how prosecutors said Rojas and his partner were responding to a call on October 20th, 2019 about a possible dead body in a residential unit where they found Baggett, 34, who had reportedly died of an overdose.
Oh.
When the other officer left him in the room, Rojas turned off his body camera and allegedly groped Baggett's breast and felt her nipples, the lawsuit says. The incriminating video footage was still recorded by the body camera, which continues to document for 2 minutes after the device is turned off. So this slick motherfucker thought he was turning off the camera, but they have it set on a delayed fuse, so it got him.
What a scumbag!
Going in for a little
and an idiot.
Little squeeze.
Don't you think that's the first thing that you ever watch? Man, so there used to be such great cop films like One Street Blue, I think it was. What was it called?
Heat. That was a good one. I love Heat.
No, the TV
Hill
show.
Street Blues.
Hill Street Blue, yeah. That was a great one, dude. One Street Blue, I think that's me combining One Tree Hill with
One Tree Hill and Varsity Blues.
And
Some Guy You Blue.
what was it? What did you just say?
Varsity Blues?
No, what was the other one? The actual cop show.
Oh, Hill Street.
Hill Street Blue. I
Blues.
combined them. But you think that they would always have that morning thing where they talk to the cops before they go out and give them this is what you gotta do today. Don't you think? Hey, guys, when you turn your body cam off, just don't record for 2 more minutes. So wait 5 minutes before you commit a felony.
Yeah, if you're gonna stomp any protesters' heads in, just give it 2 minutes.
Yeah, wait 2 minutes.
Yeah, that story is just that's some shit right there. Now this just pisses me off. If you're a cop, again. Who might you not want to arrest? Might it be an 8-year-old you don't want to arrest right now and put handcuffs on?
I don't understand cops when they do that shit.
Okay.
This to me, I don't think is real. I don't think these
on
stories
CNN.
are real.
I mean,
I just don't think they're real.
So maybe it's not real. It's on CNN. Key West. What is this fucking? Look at the size of this ad, and there's no place to close it.
Oh, I love it. Why is this Armenian lady staring at us with her eyebrows?
How do you close the ad? It's taking up the entire screen. What the fuck?
I mean, dude, just look. There's got to be a different website talking about this, right?
I'm gonna reload it.
Okay, there it is.
There we go. Key West Police. This is from CNN. There's another motherfucking ad. Let me see if I close this one.
By the way, 2 people worked on this. What does that mean, Johnny?
That means that maybe somebody, when the original story came in, they wrote it up real quick, and then somebody else, on a later shift, possibly, interviewed somebody about it or something like that, and they both kind of contributed to it. Key West police arrested an 8-year-old at school. His wrists were too small for the handcuffs. Now look at this motherfucking picture. What would this
There's
kid?
no way
tell
this
me,
is real.
Tell me what this kid would have to do for you to say this is all right. What
He
this
was
cop is doing.
fucking giving people cooties without telling them he had it.
Okay, good point. Yeah, he could have been doing that. Police officers at a Florida elementary school arrested an 8-year-old boy who had allegedly hit a teacher, only to realize the boy's wrists were too small for the handcuffs. That tells you enough right there. You don't get to arrest somebody if their hands don't fit in the handcuffs. Part of the Key West police body cam footage of the December 2018 arrest was released on Monday by a civil rights group or a civil rights attorney. What could he have done? Okay. In a statement to the Miami Herald on Monday, Key West Police Chief Sean Brandenburg said that his officers did nothing wrong and that they followed standard operating procedure in arresting the 8-year-old.
Here's the problem with everything, Johnny, is cops really need to understand, the law and justice are not always the same thing.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, to our military people that might listen, to our law enforcement people that might listen, there will come a time where you will be asked to crack skulls of your fellow Americans because they're protesting against this over abuse of power. Here's the thing, what the people are protesting against in the future will most likely be an issue that will affect you and your children. Whether it's opening up hair salons, because I think that's coming. All these hair salon companies
Dude,
in
I'm
California.
Googling how to cut my own hair. My hair is it comes
so
down.
dumb.
Look at it, dude. It's down to my mouth.
It's so ridiculous.
I can't find
Johnny,
anywhere to get my hair
that's why
cut.
you're the heartthrob of podcasting right now.
Can't find anywhere to get my hair
You
cut.
got that new Bieber dork haircut.
I hate it. I hate it.
But it's you guys got to know the difference between justice and the law. This is not justice.
Listen,
now,
listen. I'm gonna read this last part to you, and you can please continue. The mother, Bianca DiGennaro, said in a Zoom press conference Tuesday that her son was arrested, taken to jail, fingerprinted, DNA swabbed. Look who pops up as I'm reading this. Fucking Don Lemon, motherfucker.
The guy who hates white men except for the dick he's sucking.
Yeah. DNA swabbed and had his mugshot taken. So this kid is going to have a mugshot out there.
So now this 8-year-old kid is in the system. They swabbed him. They got his DNA without his permission.
3.5 feet tall, weighed 64 pounds.
Unbelievable. This cop should be fired. This police chief should resign. Dude, I want to be funny about this.
The teacher was uninjured, by the way, just in case you're worried about this teacher who got hit by this
I gotta be honest
terrible
with you,
8-year-old.
being a teacher is incredibly hard.
Oh, of course it is,
We've
yeah.
created this system where they're the new babysitters, and they have to fix your children. And I have kids. It's incredibly hard. But teachers don't get paid enough to put up with this bullshit.
She asked him, here's what he was doing wrong that she got pissed off at him. He was not sitting properly on a bench seat. She asked him to sit properly several times, and then she asked him to come sit by her, the report states. He refused, and she got up and walked over to him, according to the police. The student told her, "Don't put your hands on me." So this is possibly self-defense. The student allegedly began to curse at her, told her, "My mom is going to beat your ass."
Well,
and,
that lets you know what's going on at home.
and then punched her in the chest with his right hand.
Yeah,
So
we
there-
know what's going on at home.
Yeah.
You know?
Everything about this is sad. Yeah.
There's nothing like this kid is incredibly. Being a parent is really hard. This is not good behavior. There are teachers who.
You know what'll make it better though? Handcuffing him and sending him to jail, fingerprinting him, taking his DNA.
now he's in the system. You made a hard life even harder.
Yeah.
But there's just dude, this kid, kids don't fear adults. Either this kid's gotten the shit kicked out of him, sadly, by his parents, that he's not afraid of this teacher. Or this kid has seen some violence at home and he's just numb to it.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Or he's like acting out what he's already seen.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a bummer, man. That's a bummer. What are we thinking here?
Is
with
his
this?
mom hot?
No photo. I didn't have a photo.
What do you think? Hot? Like stripper hot? Or just like thick mom hot?
I'm thinking like not hot. That's probably what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like a fullback for the Raiders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Really? Like first round draft pick mom?
Yeah. Because if he
The
was
big moms put out the first round draft pick moms. Very rarely do you see a hot woman put out a D1. Very rarely. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Very rarely.
Interesting. I haven't
Steph
considered
Curry's
it.
mom, Mitch Trubisky's mom.
Yeah.
Outside that, not a lot.
Okay. I'll consider that one.
I'm just saying you can't meet first round draft pick moms at nightclubs. That's an old joke of mine.
This is a story that you might remember.
You meet them at the county fair, county jail, right?
County fair, the county jail.
Flea market. That's where you meet first round draft pick moms.
Like the auto show.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Like all the
swap meet, dude.
Swap meet.
Black swap meet. That's
yeah.
where some first round draft pick moms
skating
are.
rink, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Bowling alleys, no, though.
This is from the Toronto Sun. You may remember the story from a couple years ago, I think. A woman, this is the headline, woman who gouged out eyes while on meth receives prosthetic eyeballs. Good for her.
But she can't see.
Let's find out. A woman who gouged her eyes out while high on methamphetamine in 2018 has been given a set of prosthetic eyeballs. Kaylee Muthert, 22, has been blind since her psychotic episode ended with tragic results. I was so excited to get them, she told People. I just wanted to appear more normal to the outside world. Dr. Joseph Gorin performed the surgery on the South Carolina woman. I said, I feel like I'm Kaylee again.
How is she? Her boyfriend's 42?
Her boyfriend is 42. That
She's
tells
22?
me. Yeah, she's 22.
Yeah, there we go. Go back up. Let's see it. By the way, how's she know what she looks like?
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that girl. How
Gouged her. I mean, meth, does it make people gouge their eyes out?
it made me watch a ton of porn.
I thought it was like that spice shit and that other.
No, that's bath salts for
yeah,
sure.
But have you ever heard of anybody wanting to do self-harm like that?
No, I bet you it was other drugs.
I bet it was bath salts, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, isn't it crazy? Like, there's like degrees of it's like my old joke about crack and coke. Like they're the same drug. They have different vibes.
Yeah.
So this girl thinks meth is like a nicer vibe than what she probably really was on. I mean, you're spoon forking your eyeballs.
Oh, I said, I feel like I'm Kaylee again. And her boyfriend said, you've always been Kaylee to me.
Yeah.
He cried when he saw her the first time with her new eyes. It melted my heart, he told People. She was never any different to me, bullshit. But I know she's wanted this for a very long time, and I'm so happy she has this now. Wait a minute, so he's 42, she's 22. He said she's wanted this for a very long time. How the fuck old was she when they started going out? That's what I want to know.
I mean, dude, she doesn't know what anybody looks like.
She says, I've learned a decent amount of Braille, and I can cook, use a stove, wash clothes, make the bed. So she's ready for a life.
As a guy, that's all I need at this point, right?
She's ready to go now. Okay, I can see why he's in there. All right. Well,
I ever want to get that high.
All right, we're winding down here. This one I love and might send a charge into old Tripoli's pants. You ready for this, buddy?
I mean, that picture of that Asian.
This headline is from the Mirror. Husband discovers wife's affair after spotting her in the act on, where do you think he spotted her?
Chatterbait.
Google Maps.
Oh my God, this is the best.
A husband who recognized his wife as she got cozy with another man on a bench on Google Maps later discovered she was having an affair, and he confronted her over the image.
That's
There
how
she
good
is.
at women are at hiding it.
Now, what you see here is a woman on a bench, and a guy is laying down, and she's kind of like stroking his head on this bench.
And he knew that was her?
He said he recognized her from the clothing. She's got like some black heels
And
on.
he knew that was I wouldn't know there was a guy there.
Yeah, you
it
can
looks
see
like
it.
she's
See-
trying to eat her lunch.
see the legs right
I
there?
see that, but I would
And
think,
a head?
was she eating her bag lunch in
probably,
high heels?
Well, probably he spent a lot of time looking at it. He's like on Google Maps in his neighborhood, and he's like, oh shit, that's my wife. What is she doing there? Just having lunch? And then wait a minute.
Is Google Maps in real time?
No, it must have been from the past. It's not in real time, no. Boy, you got scared there, didn't you? Wait a minute.
No. I mean, dude, no. I'm so boring now. I have nothing to worry about.
The tool allows users, we know what Google Maps is.
Oh, keep going down. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's how.
Oh, yeah,
keep
there's
going.
even more. Okay. It captures the image of people going about their daily lives, resulting in some hilarious photo fails, blah, blah, blah. But one man was left heartbroken when Street View, that's the one where you can go up a street, captured his wife with another man and exposed their affair. Here it is. This is an even better picture here. Look at that.
I mean, dude, it takes a satellite to find out women are cheating on you. They're so much better at this than us.
No, this is not the satellite, though. This is that car. Remember that car with a weird camera on it? That's what this is. The images, which went viral on Facebook, show a row of benches on a pedestrianized, that's an English term, pedestrianized path in Lima, Peru. So it's in Lima, Peru. Isn't that crazy? Can you imagine that, dude? Just being Google Map in your neighborhood trying to get some directions to Hardee's or whatever.
Yeah. It's
And
so
you see your
ridiculous.
girlfriend blowing a guy on a bench. You know, we've talked about various forms of smuggling before. We've talked about the guys in Australia who tried to smuggle pig semen into their country.
Why?
Here's another weird one. Canada finds man after he carried 4,700 blanks. What do you think these blanks are? Leeches. They're leeches on a plane. He got fined after carrying 4,700 leeches on an airplane. You never know what you're flying next to. A man has been fined $15,000 Canadian, that's $11,000 US, for trying to smuggle thousands of leeches in his carry-on luggage on a flight from, of course he's coming from Russia to Canada. Look at this guy's name. Try to say this name, Sam. This thing right here.
I poopa.
I poopa? I poopa?
I pollute. Bullet.
I pollute.
Bodenev.
Okay, it looks like Ippolit Bodunov was detained at Toronto's Pearson International Airport in October. Some 4,788 wild live leeches were found in a large reusable grocery bag. What was he doing with them? He says they were intended for medicinal usage. So he was doing bloodletting, this guy.
And what kind of dog smells leeches?
The discovery was made after a dog working with border agents smelled the leeches.
Do you think he just smelled live organisms?
This is my favorite part. Listen to this. They were sent off for tests to determine if they were lawful. Like, is this legal? I don't know. Let's send them off for tests and find out. Environment and Climate Change Canada said in a statement, the leeches were identified as Gerudo verbana, one of only 2 species of medicinal leech that come under regulations aimed at controlling wildlife trade. So they were regulated, and that's why he got in trouble. So there you go.
So he's not allowed to bring them in.
Nope. These species are regulated because of overharvesting of medicinal leeches from the wild. It's a major threat to the species.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Broken Sim. I'm Sam Tripoli. That's Johnny Nice. You know him as Johnny Woodard.
Patreon.com/Broken Simulation. We have BS merch now if you want to design a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. Also, guys, I will be live at the Skyline Comedy Cafe in Appleton, Wisconsin, September 10th through the 12th. My buddy Zane Helberg will be joining me. So come see me again, September 10th through the 12th at the Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Okay. Yeah, we got YouTube. If you're listening to this, check it out, youtube.com/Sam Tripoli Comedy. We got a lot of comments that people didn't realize that we kind of do some extra stuff for YouTube if you want to see it there. Also, if you want a bunch of extra footage and you want to get this early by at least a few days, sometimes as much as a week or two, patreon.com/Broken Simulation. Sam just wants you to know that he thought that Joe Biden made the right choice in picking Kamala Harris.
God.
What?
Anyways, so what's going on?
I think we're good.